Hello everyone, in this video we will cover the topic of linear programming problems. So the solution for this problem, the method will be simplex method. So there are other method like your Bcom method, but firstly we learn how to solve simplex method. Simplex method always applicable at the time of when this sign will be belongs to your less than sign. So first our duty to convert less than sign into the equals to sign, then we have to add the variables. Like for the first equation we have the variable like x1 x2, the further variable will be x3 and the further one will be 0. And for the second equation we have to add like x4 and the additional variable will be 0. And for the last equation we have to add the x5, the coefficient will be 1 and the rest of will be 0. And these less than sign will be converted to equals to. This is the first step, and then we have to add further more variables in the z also, like 0x3, 0x4, 0x. We have to do table. Like first one is your cb and xb, b, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. In this portion we have to write down the coefficients of all variables. B will be your equals to part, RHS, and xb is your those variables which you have to add additional like x3, x4, x5, and cb is your the coefficient of these variables. So first step will be we have to calculate zj. Zj will be calculated by cb multiply x1. So like 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 5 is 0, 0 into 3 is 0. You have to summation of all these all these numbers, like we will get 0. Now to the further step, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 2 is 0, 0 into 8 is 0. The summation of all numbers will be 0. So do as well. Now we have to come to the cj. Cj is your coefficient of z. So you have to write down in the cj. Then calculate zj minus cj. That's the difference between zj minus cj. 0 minus 5, 0 minus 3, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0. Then you will get the output. Then from this zj minus cj we have to find out the bigger negative number, which is your minus 5. Then it is called entry element. So we have to enter in this table from this number. Then we have to find out the minimum ratio from the hint of entry number, like x1 is your entry column. Then we have to divide minimum ratio like b by x1. So 2 by 1 is 2, 10 by 5 is 2, 12 by 3 is 4. From this number, from these numbers we have to calculate the minimum ratio. Minimum will be 2 and 2 is as well. So it's your decision which you want to select. Like suppose we select your first element like 2, this is your exit element. This is your entry element, this is your exit element. So both mutual will be, this one will be key element. Step third, we also draw a table and help from your previous table. Like this is your entry element and this is your exit element. So entry element will be your x1 and exit element will be your x3. Then we have to replace x3 to x1, like we can write down, and the coefficient of x1 as well. Like the coefficient of x1 will be 5. Now come to the further points, and it's our responsibility to convert this key element to 1, but this is our plus point, the key element is 1 as well. So 1 बनाना था, वो 1 ही है, तो हमें आगे कुछ करने की नीड नहीं है. तो ये हमने x1 रो को हमने एज इट इज़ राइट डाउन किया. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, for the apart from key element, rest of element you have to convert into the 0. So to convert into 0, so the concept will be x4 minus 5x1, like x4 minus 5x1, then you will get this number will be 0. And again do the same concept for the other end numbers, like your 10 minus 2, 10 minus 2 into 5 is also 10, 10 minus 10 is 0. And similarly for 2, 0, 1, 0, we will get these numbers. And then for the x5 element we can do like x5 minus 3x1, because we have to multiple with the similar number, then we will get the 0. Do with these other numbers, then you will get your x5 row. Then similarly zj, like cb into x1, cb into x1, cb into x1, summation of all number, cb into x2, cb into x2, then summation of all number, then you will get your zj. Similarly cj, like right from your top, from 5 3 0 0 0, then do the zj minus cj. These table will be formed till when you get the all positive number in your zj minus cj. When you will get your positive number in zj minus cj, so there is no need to draw the further tables. So this is our last table, because we will get your all positive numbers in zj minus cj, so there is no need to draw further tables. Then from this table we will get like x1 value will be 2, x4 value will be 0, x5 value will be 6. Then substitute the value in your z. So is that clear? And there is no x2, there is no x3, then these variables will be 0. Then these values substitute in your z, then you will get your maximized value, like z equals to 5x1 plus 3x2. x1 will be your 2 and x2 will be your 0, then 2 5s are 10. This is your maximized value. So I hope you clear this topic. Like, this is your simplex method.